Welcome back. Brothers, our time is quickly coming to a close, and it has indeed been an incredible conversation. If we had to reiterate a few points to leave our audience with, I'm looking for 5 takeaway pieces of advice that you would give other black men to advance their health. So look right into that camera, and what do you have to say?
Be proactive. Make sure that you get the checkups that you need and know what to look for when you go.
Be proactive.
When you see your doctor, don't just let him tell you you're okay, you're fine. What does okay mean? Get those numbers, because 0 to 4 for PSA is normal, but if you had a spike, 1 to 4 or 1 to 4.5, it could make a big difference in your health.
Let me just make sure on this one. This is a key takeaway, I think. So you're saying that if the doctor says you're fine, everything is good, then don't just leave.
Don't leave.
Make sure you understand all of the things you need to understand.
Exactly.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
You got to realize you have to be the difference maker in your circle of brothers. You may have to be the one to change the conversation. It can't just be about football and women and other stuff that we talk about. Brother, when the last time you been to the doctor? It needs to be on the agenda for those conversations with your brothers.
Wow. That's one worth underscoring. So you're saying that when we're sitting around having fun, talking crap, who's the greatest basketball point guard ever, which, by the way, no, I won't say it. But when you're doing that, you're saying every once in a while we got to slip in the health message, because as important as the sports is, living is a little more. Is that your point?
Correct.
Take charge of your health. And that includes everything that's been said here today. Everything that's metabolically about your health, understanding your numbers, being engaged with asking questions, that inform decision-making about your health.
Why?
Because it educates you and lets you know. You're not just leaving there with something being told that it's okay, you're good. But you've gone a bit further and you understand more so about what all that means as it relates to your health.
One thing I'll say is take control of the diagnosis. You have to take control of the diagnosis. You have to ask questions, ask the scary questions. Don't be an order taker. A lot of times we are silent and we just take the orders, but we don't ask the questions or do the research so we can be knowledgeable about what is going on in our bodies.
So let me again make sure I really appreciate this point. Others of your colleagues have said we got to take charge of our health to prevent problems, take charge of our health because we want to be vigorous and strong people and identify problems early and then get them resolved. You're saying when you finally find out that you have a problem, you're saying take charge of your diagnosis.
You have to, because at the end of the day, you can have a physician that might tell you something, but you have to also make sure you're comfortable with that.
Okay. And last comment?
When I found out I had problems, I took charge of it right away. I went to the doctor, got checked, I went and got follow-up, MRI, I did the whole procedure because I want to be sure of my health. I'm not going to let it go just like that.
Good for you. Well, thank you very much, brothers, for those takeaways. They are well expressed, and I think they're about as good as 5 takeaways as we could find. Dr. Walks and Dr. Coleman, your insight and feedback have been very important in guiding us to this conversation. What are your final thoughts?
I have one. We talk about keeping it real. How many of us have a car that we depend on and we decide not to get it checked for 4 years, 5 years? Oh, we're not even worried about the oil. I don't know what kind of oil is in the car. I don't know, it's a high performance car, but I'm putting regular in there because it's cheaper.
Oh, wow.
We don't do that. Mama said, if you can't afford to replace it, take care of it. Treat your body at least as good as you treat your car.
I'm just sort of, as you were saying that, my mind went to all the brothers who wash and wax their car all the time, but they don't wash and wax themselves. That's a really interesting thought. So maybe if we could just say to everybody, when you are washing your car or watching somebody else wash your car, use that moment to check in, say, wait a minute. How am I doing? How's my mental health doing? How's my physical health? When's the last time I went to the doctor? Am I following? Am I taking my medicine?
Yes. Yes.
Dr. Coleman.
Yes, thank you. So I would say, know your prostate health. It's part of you. It's part of your body. It's normal. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of the diagnoses. Find a physician that you understand and understands you and you can communicate with and you can trust and you can have a shared decision making with that physician. And you can keep going. You can survive prostate cancer if you should get it. It's not a death sentence. It can be treated. And and you can have a wonderful life afterwards.
I really, really, really want to thank you for that last comment. And let's just remember, don't let fear be the driver of our life. Let us be the driver of our own life. Well, there you have it. The reflections and guidance of black men to other black men to advance our collective health. The stereotypes, the statistics, let's face it, they can be bleak. But we also have the power to take control over our own health if we're willing to do so for the sake of ourselves, for the sake of our families, and for the sake of our community. I hope this candid conversation doesn't end here. I hope it sparks you to take it to your workplace, to the barbershop, on the golf course, to the card table, or wherever you and your friends gather. Let's look out for one another and remember, if Black lives matter, and they do, they have to matter to us first. Thank you for watching.
This program was brought to you by WHUT and made possible by contributions from viewers like you. For more information on this program or any other program, please visit our website at WHUT.org. Thank you.